Also, this car's not magnetic. Look at this. Am I stupid? How's it going, YouTube? Logan here from J5 Studios. Today I'm doing a little bit more deep diving, looking into some things with the DeLorean here. Might do a few things. I might add the letters to the bumper right there, the stainless letters. Maybe, it depends on how much time I have. But we're going to go through a few things, probably tell you some stuff about DeLorean you didn't know. And yeah, it's going to be a work on the DeLorean kind of day. So let's get in here and see what we got. Okay. So a few things. One, I need to figure out the louvers. They don't latch. And it's kind of confusing. Me and Taggart have looked at this like 4 times. So there's the latch for the engine cover. And then here is the louver latch. And it works. I don't think anything's per se broken on it. It's just like it doesn't line up. Like when I go to shut this, and it feels like it clips, but it opens right back up. So I need to figure out what I'm missing. Is there a piece I'm missing? Something is going on that I'm missing on that. The engine cover is freaking destroyed. Like, this thing's gonna have to get replaced eventually. Probably gonna have to change some of these out as well. But one major thing that I'm trying, there's even a crack right there. But one major thing I'm trying to locate is the engine stand. So you see this right here. I feel like there's something supposed to go in right there to hold this up. I'm holding up with my head. Like, I see this piece, but there should be a bracket or something right there to hold the engine bay up. Because right now, if I let go of it, it would just fall. So I'm trying to figure out that. We've got some components coming for the air box. I thought they'd be here today. They are not. But basically, it's just a tube that goes from, you know, point A to point B. Let me put this on my head again. It goes from there to there. So that should be here today. The engine is in pretty freaking phenomenal shape. And what I'll say is the guy I got it from, that was one of the things that they fixed on the car. They put about $8,000 worth of labor into the motor. So the motor looks really good. Runs pretty well. There's some idling issues that it's having that I'll have to just dive into and figure out. And then, you know, here's your AC. I haven't checked to see if this is charged or anything. I need to probably look into that. But that's pretty much the engine bay. I'm trying to find this piece right now. And then that's what I was going to kind of tell you guys about. Also, I need to fix that. That needs a wraparound clamp for the jump lead starting. So we put that back down, and then, you know, here we go again. Let me see if the camera can help me see it. No, it can't. So I'm missing something for sure. Eventually, I'm gonna have to try to clean this up a little bit. That's nasty. That may just have to get repainted to like a matte black. And the bumper obviously needs freaking washed. I'll probably wash this a little bit before I put the letters in. So here's where I'm at. So check this out. This is classicdmc.com, and this is something that's really cool. So this is what I think I'm missing. In fact, this is almost 100% what I'm missing. That looks like the 2 bolts go there, and then this would clamp to that. That seems to be what I'm missing. I'm not really missing this piece, but I'm definitely missing that piece. Now, this is crazy. They tell you like it's been a replaced part. They tell you if it's in stock. You go down here, there's pictures, reviews. They kind of give you some detailed instructions of what it is, and then also related products if you're looking for other things. But like if you go here to the engine cover, which is one of the other things that I'm going to have to get. Not yet, because holy freaking $700 for that thing. Now, this is something I thought was super cool. Categories with this parts. So if you go here and you click on that, and you let it load, check this out. So this is like a blueprint schematic. I think that's what they're called. of everything in this engine bay that you could get, all the way down to the freaking bolt. And you can just kind of hover over it. Like, let's say you need this freaking bolt for some reason. You hover over it. It actually shows you. It looks like they're out of them. That was a bad example. But it shows you the bolt. It shows you the price. Shows you how many are on the actual page. So you know how many you should probably look at ordering. Let's do another one. Like this number 5. It looks like number 5. This is what I'm actually missing. And it's only $8.21. So then you can, view details. And there you go. So, I think I'm actually missing more than that. But essentially, the first picture I showed you is probably what I'm going to buy, because it's the whole kit. I'll just buy the whole thing. But I thought that was pretty neat that they have that. They also have numbers that you can call. I've already ordered stuff through this website. There's also another website. This is DeLorean Midwest. That's another place I'm definitely going to use. And they have very similar style store as well. You can go here. They've got kind of the same layout of stuff, only they have a flux capacitor on their site right there. So, but I think this is really cool that you can kind of find parts like this. DeLorean Midwest is definitely more of the like mod site where you can find a lot of like the high-end modifications for your car, which eventually I definitely want to get the freaking coilovers for this bad boy right here. The KW adjustable suspension coilovers right there. Not right now because holy frick again. But eventually we'll get that to that point. Anyways, yeah, pretty neat, pretty cool. So that's what I've been doing. Basically, I've been living on this site, trying to find stuff, and just kind of repiecing the car together as time's going on. But for today, we're going to clean up that bumper. We're going to put those letters in. That's kind of something cool, cosmetic, and fun. I might dive into this radio and figure out why the frick it's not working. Or just take the freaking radio out all by itself, because I hate how that looks. That looks awful. But I did order some parts. I ordered like a shift boot and a few things for the air duct, or the air box, and I already told you guys that. Turn signals aren't working, which is an absolute pain in the butt, because you cannot get this part on their website. So I'm hoping that I can figure that out and that this won't be needed. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see about that one. So let's, you know what? Let's clean up this bumper a little bit and put the letters in and see if that looks cool. All right, I'd say you guys got a pretty good angle of this. I'm using this 303 protectant stuff. This is used on like dashes and plastic and things like that. This should shine this up pretty good, and then we'll put the letters in, and then the bumper is going to look really nice while the rest of the car needs washed. But that's okay. So let's get some microfiber and let's go to work. Oh my gosh, that already looks a million times better. I really want to clean all like the dirt out of the letters. Make sure they're nice and clean. Making sure the rest of the bumper looks pretty dang good. Sometimes cleaning your car is therapeutic. I don't know how else to explain it. Alright, I'd say that looks a million times better. Now, as far as these letters go, so here's what we got. And these pretty much go in order like that. Then once I get them in, because I'm going to have fingerprints all over them, I'll have to clean them. They come with a little 3M on the back. And I do not have any nails to get this off. BRB. Okay. This is how guys with no nails undo double-sided tape. Man, this stuff is like... This stuff ain't coming off, I can tell you that. Jeez. It's hard to even peel it. Okay, I got it. The first letter is going on. Here we go. One down. 7 to go. It looks like there's a space in between D and DeLorean. There's not a space. Do another one. All right, and there it is complete. Pretty freaking neat. I don't know if this will clean it up or not. You know what? Should I let that set, the adhesive? It's just gonna have to have fingerprints for a minute, because I don't know if I can. I think I should probably let it set, let the adhesive set a little bit. There it is. All right, cool. Now we're gonna talk about something very exciting. This fender is freaking trash. But so I'm pretty sure this car must have been like hit something on the side or something like that, because all this is damaged. This is freaking, this doesn't even turn on. The other light, the turn signal light up here, also doesn't turn on. So, and it's missing some of the trim as well, and it's got this little nick. But anyways, and hello. So obviously something happened to the side of the car. But what I need to check is, so this marker is not working. It won't turn on, nothing. So I'm going to take this off. I think it's going to get a new gasket ordered, but I also need to see what light bulb's in here. Even though it's pretty easy to find on the website, what I'm trying to see is, can I pick one of these up at Walmart or not? Because I really don't want to sit here and wait for one, but I may probably have to kind of do that. So let's take this apart. Let's see what it looks like behind there. World's smallest little black screws, man. Wow. Look at them little guys. Set that right there. I mean, this gasket looks like it is just toast, dude. Looks like it's gonna fall apart. There it goes. It did. And let's see what we're working with here. Alright, so here is the light bulb, which I just broke. Oh yeah, this thing's obviously toast. Now I gotta try and get this out, because it freaking broke on me. So it looks like this says it's a GE1891. Whether or not you can get a GE1891 is for the internet to tell us. Laptop. I think about like my Uncle Kel, like when he'd work on cars and he didn't have the internet. Did it just suck? Like, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't, like, how'd you figure stuff out? You talked to somebody? You had like a group of dudes that were all working on the same 69 Camaro, and you all met up at like McDonald's and talked about it? Internet. Alright. What the heck was that thing called? A GE1891. GE1891. General Electric multi-purpose light bulb 1891. No shot. This thing is $16. No freaking shot, dude. Yeah. Here's an Amazon link. This thing is $17.90. All right, so we're gonna put this back on, and we're gonna get the one from DeLorean because I think it was like $2, and we're just gonna have to wait a few days for it to get here. Cause, whoa! So can you not get these like at Walmart? I was wondering if maybe they made like a replacement. Like, no, they don't. So these things are about $15 a piece. These light bulbs, and you cannot buy them. Okay, so here's one that's a little bit cheaper. Here's $3. But it doesn't look like you can go and get one at Advanced Auto or Walmart very easily. So you can't really pick these up. So that's cool. So we're going to order one. I'm going to take the front apart, get it out. I'm going to put this back together. I'm going to order a freaking gasket too, so that all makes sense. But holy frick. Did not expect that. Alright, so a little bit better success with the front marker. This is a GE1157, and you can get one of these in stock at Walmart, Advanced Auto. These look like they're much more readily available, so that's good. I should be able to pick one of these up and fix that one. What's crazy is, like, I eventually want to make all these LEDs, but the LED kit is out of stock, so I can't. So to just get these to work for now, I'm just trying to find these. So I'm gonna pick one of these up today and put it in there and fix that problem. Another little cosmetic thing I gotta do. I gotta get all this freaking nasty silicone stuff off the bumper. Looks like they had a license plate or something on that, and thankfully they didn't put any holes in the bumper, but I gotta get all that off. That's freaking gross. I'll probably use like some like adhesive remover for that. Alright, so check out the trunk. This right here, yeah, this is pretty rough. And I think if I just get some spray adhesive, I should be able to put this back on there and then redo this. Ooh. Fix that a little bit. And yeah, but I mean, a lot of this car needs seals. So, like, and something that I'm kind of a little upset that they didn't do with the windshield is they didn't put the seals in right here. So I got to do that. I got to clean all this up and redo all that. Also, I can't get this freaking seat to move. Also, this car's not magnetic. Look at this. Am I stupid? Is stainless steel not magnetic? Crazy. Anyways, I was going to put this on the rear view, but I don't have the piece that goes on the mirror. So I got to order that, obviously. And yeah. So I think I'm about done with this video. I kind of just wanted to go through a few things that I know I'm going to have to get pretty quick. I think they put the wrong... This is supposed to be... I don't know. Anyways, I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to talk about today with the car. Obviously, there's a million things still to do with this thing. Hopefully I can do something with these wheels, try to make them look a little bit better. The engine bay, stuff like that. But, you know, I bought this thing to work on it, and that's what I'm going to do. It looks so good with both doors open. I freaking love that. That's like... frick. Okay, guys, that's going to do it here for this video. I know we didn't really do too much crazy things. We got the letters on the bumper right there, which looks super good. Talked about some of the light bulbs and how hard they are to find. Talked about how you can get a lot of this stuff online, but some stuff is out of stock. I pretty much, like I said, every time I work on this car, the camera's probably going to be on. And you guys are going to see the step-by-step build of this car from the ground up. And, you know, if you guys got any tips and tricks, any DeLorean owners that are watching this that can help me along the way, great. Follow me on Instagram. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You know, you guys are the experts. I'm new into this game. You guys are going to know a lot more than me, and things to look at, things to be aware of. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, all that bull crap. Until next time.